Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 100. Taking a sip of coffee before you guys see. I got a new mug, summer sock camp. And I added this to the back. Magic Loop Cabin. Because that's where I'm going to be. In the Magic Loop Cabin. This is a knit along hosted by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. It starts June 1st, ends August 31st. Knit all the socks. And however you knit your socks, whether it's Magic Loop, DPNs, 9-inch circulars, you just enter your finished objects in those cabins. I'm so excited. So, today is May 9th, 2021, Sunday. It is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. Creamer. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I almost said Captain Crunch. I will put a link down below where you can get this mug. She has t-shirts and pretty much anything you can think of. Yeah. Somebody had a sweatshirt and they put this on the back of their sweatshirt. So I saw that on Instagram. So I had to steal that idea. Like I said, this is episode 100. Wow. I still did not look up to see when my first episode was. Pretty sure it was summertime. So I think, I'm coming up to an anniversary. I don't know which one. 3? How long have I been doing this? Anyway, so let's see. If you are new, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'll have all the show notes right down there. Links to where you can find me, my Ravelry group, all the links right down there. Let's see. Since this is episode 100, I am going to be hosting a little giveaway to celebrate. Over on Ravelry, on my Ravelry group, there is a link to that down there. I have a thread open for to enter the giveaway. I'm going to leave it open until June 5th, so that gives people plenty of time to catch up, because I know sometimes people don't watch episodes right as they're posted. So, June 5th, enter by June 5th. Rules, you have to be a member of my Ravelry group. Second rule is you need to be in the US, because shipping is too expensive. I'm sorry to my international peeps. And there's a question on there, and it's the question is, what's your favorite yarn? Base, dyer, commercial yarn, anything. Just answer that question and you will be entered. And I will do a random number generator thing and pick a winner, and I will show you the prize. This bag by Unusual Surroundings. I really wanted to keep this bag. Darn it. It's okay. I have another bag of his that I'll show you that he let me keep. So, yarn. Black Horse yarn. This is in the colorway Macaroon. And this is a 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. I'm just reading it. 100 grams. So that is also in there. And since I love Felici, going to send a Felici to you. This is Cloudy with a Chance of Rainbows. If you do shorty socks with contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs, depending on your foot size, you should get a pair of socks out of this. Or you could just make mismatched socks. Or you can make a cowl. So yeah, that is the giveaway. And I will, when I pick the winner, I will announce it on, I don't know what episode it's going to be, but the episode that I record on June 6th. And then I'll give that person some time to contact me back. If I don't hear from them, I'll draw again and just keep going until someone claims it. And I'm doing it on Ravelry because it's just easier for me to host giveaways like that. Alright, I think that's all of the admin-y stuff. I have lots of FOs. Whips. I have 5 whips, a little stash. What I'm reading and watching. Last week I talked about, oh, I didn't write down what I was watching. I hope I'll remember. Well, I didn't. It was in the show notes. I just forgot to say. But I have it written down today, so I'll remember. All right. I think that's it. Let's get started. Finish object number 1. Socks. Oh, look at these. It worked out. I got 2 repeats in each sock. They match, and they were scraps. I believe I had 44 grams left, I think. So I just did a contrasting heel. This is Lolo Did It, Coal Miner's Daughter. Yeah. 64 stitches. Magic loop cuff down. I did 12 rows of rib, about 5 rows of leg, and then I put my heel. And that's it. Oh, I love these. Alright. Finish object number 2. Oh, my word. These are beautiful. Oh, I love them. So I think I had this one cast on. You did not even see this one as a whip. This is Desert Vista Dyeworks. These are my May socks for her knit along over on her Ravelry group, where you knit a pair of socks using her yarn. It has to be all of her yarn. It has to be adult socks. And you have to use, I think, at least half of the skein. So I did longer socks for these. So I use more of the yarn. I still like long socks. So 64 stitches. I did an afterthought heel. And this is the Monopoly colorway. I don't think I said that. So this one is the Monopoly board. And this one is the money. And this one did not turn my hands colors. I was pretty sure like that dark blue and purple. Not really. Not compared to the other ones. So I don't know, maybe I just got lucky. So yeah. Oh. And I weighed one of them. I had 22 grams. So I'm assuming I have 22 grams of each left, and I think I'm going to make some shorty socks with the extras. That's my plan. All right, and I am out of sock blockers. That's right. I finished 3 pairs of socks this week. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Now granted, 2 pairs are shorty socks, but I love these. So just be patient with me. I'm putting them on the sock blockers, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Finish object number 3. There's a hair on it. More socks for me because they're green. This is Knitpicks Felici Aquarium. I did the heels and the toes in Knitpicks Stroll Dove Heather. Shorty socks, same thing, 12 rows of 2x2 rib, 5 rows of leg, and then I put my heel in. And yeah, these do not match. I believe I started with this sock knit, and then I just, whatever I had left, I just picked up and I just knit. So these do not match. I had some extra left, but I did not weigh that. But I'm going to be using that for my blankets or my shawl. Yeah. Oh, look at these. Oh, these are mine. Because I love green. Alright, I have one more finished object. Alright, this is the sock yarn cowl. Oh, look at this. I love this colorway so much. I have a pair. I have another skein right there. That's going to be shorty socks. This is Knitpicks Felici Carrot Cake. This is a sock yarn cowl by Noble Knits. Very easy pattern. If my kids don't take this, I think I'm going to, because I really love this colorway. I use a US 4. I have this in a whip. I didn't write down my needle size. I'll have to wait till I get my whip out. I think it's a US 4 Chiaogoo needle. 16-inch circular. I do 8 rows of rib on the top and the bottom, and I knit 50 rows, and bam. It's a free pattern, and I cast on 132 stitches. Oh, I love this. And that is all my finished objects. I finished this yesterday, and this yesterday, so I could have just had 2 whips, but I had some extra knitting time yesterday, so I was able to get 2 more whips out. Finish objects out. Alright, you guys ready for my whips? We have 5 whips. 5 whips. So here is my unusual surroundings bag. This is the one that I kept. The other one is for the giveaway. Star Wars. So I wasn't going to cast these on, but it was Star Wars Day, and I bought some more mustache yarn Star Wars colors, because she usually does a release of her Star Wars colors on May the 4th every year for at least probably 4 years, because that's how long I've been buying it. Pretty sure I have every color that I want. I'm not too keen about the BB-8 one. I just don't. It just doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I love BB-8. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it. Who knows? And then there was another one. It was like, she renamed some of her colorways. It had red stripes in it and then like a gradient gray stripes in between. I was afraid that one was going to bleed a lot, so red and white, I was like, eh. So those are the 2 colors that I don't have. So we'll see. Maybe next year I'll just get them because gotta catch them all. So this is Mustache Yarn, The Last Jedi. So I just, on a whim, I'm like, it's Star Wars Day. Let's cast on one of your many Star Wars colors. I think I have probably 9. And I have 2 more coming, so it's like, I better cast one on. I'm going to slowly knit through those, and whatever I have left over, I'm going to do a giant cowl with all of the leftovers. So I really need to knit through these socks. Sometimes it's so precious I don't want to use it, but all right. So I don't have much done. So here is the yarn. In her release this time, she changed this color a little bit. The stripes are wider. So if you buy this in the future, it's probably not going to look like this because I bought this one last year. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love this. Alright, so I'm doing the heels, toes, and cuffs. And Lolo did it. Coal miner's daughter. Excuse me, here's my wee little skein. I think after this, I might have to just put the leftovers in my blanket or something. But I have a whole another skein of this. I bought like 3 different grays from her, and I'm just using them for heels, toes, and cuffs. For scrappy socks, any sock. So, there's that. Lolo did it. Okay, show you the sock. I don't have very much done. These are going to be full-length socks, I have decided. 12 rows of 2x2 rib, 64 stitches, magic loop, 32-inch cord. These are Chiaogoo's red lace, 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. And yeah, I love mustaches yarn. I love it. I have quite a few in my stash. I just need to use it. I think there's one in there that was probably the first yarn that I bought, first sock yarn from Indie Dyer. I can get it out real quick. I think I can see it. Oh, I just love it so much that I don't want to use it. This one. This bad boy right here. I think. Let's see. She changed the name. Yep. Oh, look at this. I think I've had this for like probably 4 or 5 years. I just need to use it. Mustache yarn. See. I can say this, right? Can you guys read this? Kama Sutra. I think she changed it to something else. I think there's 20 even stripes. I need to knit this and stop hoarding it. I think I bought this before I even knit socks. I need to knit this. Yes, I do. So, this was probably one of my very first indie dyed skeins, and I still have it in my possession. I need to knit that. Good grief. I don't know why I hoard skeins, but you know, it happens, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one that has a skein in their stash that's like 5 years old, right? Alright, so that is that sock. That is it. Wasn't going to cast it on because I need to cast on Harry Potter socks that I forgot for the month. So, we'll talk about that in a minute. Whip number 2. This bag is from Knit for Brains on Etsy. My Mario bag. This is also a sock. And this is, let's see, I'm using a different, for heels, toes, yes, heels, toes, and cuffs, I'm going to be using Lolo Did It in the Angry Rhino colorway. And this is the lighter gray, the lightest gray. I have a light, medium, and dark gray. So I kick this up. So now I can just go ahead and use it. Now, this is scraps that a lovely, kind viewer sent to me. Sent me some of her leftovers. George Ann, I think that's how you say your name, from Stitching Plaza. So she sent me these leftovers. Now this is Geektastic Fibers. I don't have a tag, but she told me that is the dyer name, and I went on their website and they do have this color in their shop. I do not know how to pronounce this colorway, so it'll be down in the show notes. I think it's Hisoka. I think it's an anime character of some sorts, but oh my, look at this. So I had 37 grams. And here's what I have. Oh, look at that. What? Isn't that beautiful? Oh. So here's what I have. These are, counting my rows, 10 rows per marker. So the second sock will match. These white markers are where I'm going to put my heel. And I'm doing the heels, toes, and cuffs in this color. 64 stitches, magic loop, 12 rows of 2x2 rib, 32-inch cord, 2.5 millimeter needles, and that's a US 1.5. Oh, I love these. Thank you, Stitching Plaza. She gave me a bunch of her scraps. I'm going to slowly work my way through them. So these are my only 2 sock whips. I have a little dilemma. Not really. Summer sock camp starts June 1st. Today is May 9th. I don't want to cast on a bunch of socks because whips do not count. So I think I'm going to probably work on these today and this week probably. These are my scrappy socks. Probably didn't mention that. They're going to be shorty socks. So I think I'm going to work on these until they're done, work on the Dyeworks socks until they're done, and then see where we're at in the month. Because I don't want to have 0 socks on the needles, but I don't want to cast on a pair that I cannot enter. So my plan, see if I can, how many more weeks is there in May? Is there 3 more weeks? I might cast on another pair, but I might wait until these are done. I'm going to cast on my Harry Potter socks for the month because I forgot that it's a new month. I usually cast on a pair of Harry Potter socks and listen to an audiobook. I forgot what book I'm on. I think I'm on book 4. I forgot when I started this little knit along for myself. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use Night Owl Fibers, Bellatrix, Lestrange, however you want to say it. My friend Amy from Happy Little Yarn let me, or we traded skeins. We traded half skeins. We traded 50 gram skeins. I've had that for a while, and now that I love shorty socks, that's what I'm going to make with it. So this is my first sock. I have my second sock cast on because where'd it go? There it is. Just the cuff. And let's see, I usually do 74-ish rows and then do my toe. Looks like I'm almost at 50. So I got 20-ish rows and a toe. So I'm glad I cast this cuff on yesterday. So now I can just keep on going. These are really fast. I feel like I'll be able to do those Harry Potter socks. No problem, right? It's only the 9th. There's 31 days in May, right? So 31 days in May. So that is the plan. Yeah, I'll be able to do another pair of socks. Unless something happens. My husband is getting his second shot on Tuesday, this week, and I'm getting my second shot the following week, so we'll see how it goes. If my husband's, you know, not feeling great, I might have less knitting time, or I might not feel great and have less knitting time. We'll just see. Whip number 3, Freckled Whimsy Bag. I cast this on yesterday. I wasn't going to, but then I'm like, why not? Why not? So, you can't see it, but underneath this bin, I don't know if I can move it a little bit. There you go. See this gray bin right there? I have, let's see if I can put that back gently. I have a bunch of my Knitpicks Felici that I wanted to do cowls for, so I just divided it, put the cowl one in that bin that I just showed you, and then I, you know, close my eyes, reach my hand in there, and just pull out a skein, and that is what I'm going to, that's the next cowl. So I grabbed Rainbow, which is good because this is, I was going to make my kids some cowls. I have 2 skeins of this, so it worked out perfect. So we'll work on another Christmas present. Here is the skein. It's going in backwards rainbow order. I guess if you flip it around and wear it a different way, it's fine. Yeah. So here it is. There's the cake. Here is what I got done. I pretty much just have the ribbing done, and that's it. And this is the Sock Yarn Cowl by Noble Knits. Same as this one. So yeah, just cast on another one. This is a very mindless, easy knit. Perfect TV knitting. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. So I'll work on that usually in the evenings unless I'm like really close on a sock where I want to, you know, finish it. So whip number 3. Alright, this whip, you guys are probably tired of seeing it, but it is a long-lasting whip, mostly because I want to save it for Stash Dash. Stash Dash. Oh, Stash Dash starts May 28th through August 31st. They're not doing it on Ravelry. It's usually it's hosted by the Knit Girls. They're doing it on Discord. I'm just going to be doing it on my own. I'll use the rules they used last year, and I'll just record it on my own, and I'll post my meters and all that weekly, what I finish. I don't know if I'm going to set a goal. I kind of wanted to do 15,000 meters, but I don't know. We'll see. This is my paint pan cowl. This is a Christmas gift. So this is DK weight pattern. I am doing fingering weight held double. I'm using Knitpicks Stroll Ash for the background. And a bunch of rainbow colors. This is a Knitpicks Stroll Strawberry. I'm showing you these ones because they're bigger. This is Knitpicks Stroll Paisley Heather. And then I have a mini set from Pineapple Yarns. It's all in there. It's 10 different colors. I'm really close. I think I have 3 more colors left, and I'll have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I have 9 colors so far. There will be 12. I worked on this for 1 day this week, so I'm going to show it. Oh, love it. So this is where this lumberjack beaver was where I was at last week. So I put 3 colors in. Yeah, this is a pay-for pattern. I'm using Chiaogoo's, I think 6s. Yep, 6. 16-inch circular. There's some floats. See my floats. Did I lose a stitch? No, I'm good. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna knit a big tube, and then I did a provisional cast on, and I'm gonna kitchener the ends together. And the person that's getting this already knows and watches, so I am still gonna show it. I want it to be a surprise, but I'm not good at surprises. I didn't want to put this much work in it, and she's like, oh, I don't really like rainbow. But she does, so we're on the same page. Oh, look at this. So, yep, I will move my marker now. Now I could work on this and my shawl. I can't have no socks on the needles though. I won't be able to do that. So I'll figure something out. I do have other things. I could work on this. I can work on my shawl. We will see. All right. Last whip. This is my shawl. The Vertices Unite by Stephen West. I do not have a pattern printed out for you to look at, but I'm sure everybody has seen it. Here are my colors. I had to get a new ball. I'm using Knitpicks Felici scraps for this whole shawl, except the border. I think I might have to purchase some gray or black. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But the whole shawl is going to be my scraps of Knitpicks Felici. I had to connect a new ball because this one's almost done. Yeah, let's see. It's kind of a tangled mess right now. Alrighty, where's the front? Here it is. Oh. So that Lego stitch marker is from, oh shoot, Wine Maker Sisters, I think. I have it linked down below. I have my Cocoa Knit Stoppers. I'm using US 4, that's right, it's rubbed off. US 4 Knitter Pride Dreamz. Oh, look at this. So yeah, that marker was where I was last week, so I got all of that done. I am like, let's see, I think I'm at 84 stitches. I need to get to 90. I am like so close. I'm hoping this is the only big section, because if not, this thing is going to be massive. I'm making the large version. Let's see. I don't know if I did this correctly, but I did the weave in my ends as I go. I don't know if I did it right. It looks right. It's just a little puffy because it's 2 strands, but this is the back. Oh, look at that. So yeah, this is this. I underestimated how long this was going to take me. I thought I would have this section done already, but I don't. I tried to work on it like an hour or 2 a day, but there were 2 days that I did not work on it this week because I was obsessed with my socks, and I can't put my socks down. So yeah. Oh, I'll just let this. So this is, let's see, what was I going to say? Little knit along that I'm doing with Amy from Happy Little Yarn, Aquila from the Lefty Knitter podcast, and Andrea from the Cat Lady podcast. Cat Lady? Yes, Craft All the Things. CATT. So we're all doing this together. Just as a little fun side. I mean, there's no side project. There's no end date. Just knit it. And that's it. 3 of us are doing larges, and 1 is doing the small. I'm going to move my marker. I would love to have this done by, this section done by next week, but I don't know. These rows are pretty long. So yeah, there's my shawl. I really love striping, the striping yarn, because I'm you do 2 rows of each color. So I'm like double striping. I am striping my striping yarn. I think that's going to be the title of this episode. So since it's Scrappy Sunday, I could work on this. Probably should. We'll see. Alright, that is all of my whips. That's it. Now I'll do my little teeny tiny stash. I got my row 1 yarns. Oh, look at that green. Look at that pink. And that neon greeny yellow color. I got Asylum Fibers. It's a mystery set. You don't know what you're getting. Usually they're 80-20 base or 75-25 base. Sock yarn. 10 grams each. They're pre-wound and you get 10 of them. 10 different colors. I love these for scrappy socks. My blanket. I love these. This looks like the 80-20 base. But I love that green. Pea soup. That is my color. It's looking more neon. It's more lime. I guess it's neon-y. So that's it. That's my only stash. But I did purchase some yarn this week. I bought some mustache yarn and I bought some Legacy Fiber Arts. Now the Legacy Fiber Arts, I bought 2 sock sets. I'm going to split them and make a pair for my friend and for myself. So that technically those are gifts. So that's everything. That's all the yarny stuff. I showed you my mug. That was also an acquisition. Alright, reading and watching. Reading. I finished nothing. What do? You know, I finished 5 books last week. This week I decided to pick 2 books. One is like over 500 pages, and the other is probably 600 pages. So obviously I did not finish either of them. There goes my 120 goal out the window. I was starting to catch up a little bit, and now I am probably behind again. So it's the same books that I was reading last week. The Morning Star. That is the 3rd book in the Red Rising series. Still a little lost because I read the first 2 like 2 or 3 years ago, and I don't know what's happening, but I'm still enjoying it. And that is reading that on my Kindle. For my audiobook, I am listening to A Court of Silver Flames. And oh my word, guys. I knew this book was going to be on the smut side, because I've heard that from other people. This is the 4th book in the series of the Court and Thorns and Roses, I think. And I think listening to it is worse than reading it. Now, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. It's just very... Listening to my children. They're playing video games. But anyway, that book, I mean, it's good. I just didn't think it was going to get that descriptive in some of the naughty scenes. That's all I'm saying. And if I ever catch my kids reading this book, they're going to be in trouble. This is supposed to be a young adult book, but it is not. It is an adult book. It is like, to compare it to, I feel like it's worse than 50 Shades of Grey. I have read those books. It's been a while, but it's like every other chapter, it seems like. And I'm like, you guys need to find another hobby. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. So those are the books that I'm reading. Watching. We started Catch 22 last week, and we finished it this week. This is what we've been watching, and I forgot to mention. I had it in the show notes. I did not say it. Oops. So we finished Catch 22. The series, I'm pretty sure it's just a one-season series. It was on Hulu. We got the discs from Netflix. I liked the TV series better than the book. Yeah. So if you liked Catch 22, I would suggest watching it. It's a little graphic, but if you read the book, you know what you're getting yourself into. All right, and I'm also watching Halt and Catch Fire Season 2 on Netflix, streaming. I like that. It's about my husband has watched the series, and he's rewatching it with me because he said I would like it, and he's right, I do like it. It's computer companies and how they're progressing. I guess I don't know how to describe things, but it's about computer engineers, coders, stuff like that. That's probably why he likes it, because that's what he does. And we have Netflix streaming service, and we have a 2-disc, is it subscription? 2 at a time disc subscription. And I stole one of the discs. I got tired of, I wanted to watch TV. Like I've said in the past many, many times, my kids are schooling from home the rest of the school year. My husband is still working from home, and there is not enough bandwidth for me to watch anything streaming, any knitting podcasts, nothing. And so I've been listening to a lot of audio podcasts and audiobooks. So I decided to steal one of those discs and watch Fargo. Oh my. I feel I'm really late to this party. I'm on season 1. This is a TV series, not the movie. But oh my. It reminds me a little bit of Dexter. It's a murder, crime, drama. It's very good. So I've been trying to watch like an episode or 2 in the mornings when everybody's on their meetings. It is not a children's show. So I try to watch an episode or 2 when they're on their meetings and they don't see it, because, yes, it's adult themed, but it is so good. I believe I'm like half done with the series. Yes, there's 4 discs, and I just finished 2 yesterday, so, wow, it's so good. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you like murder, mysteries, check that out if you haven't already. All right, we're almost at 45 minutes. I think that's it. Life stuff. Not much. Like I said, my husband's getting his 2nd shot this week, Tuesday. I'm getting mine the following week. So we'll see how much knitting time I get. When I get my shot, I'm going to, I think mine's on Wednesday. I usually get groceries on Thursday, but I think I'm going to get groceries on Tuesday, just in case I don't feel well. Yeah, And I won't have anything planned for Thursday. Well, I'll have laundry to do, but I think I can do that. If I can't, then I'll just have to wait. Weather is meh. Cloudy a lot. We got some hail on Friday. That was fun. Cold. I think it was like in the 40s all week. Yeah, still cold. Summer will be here before I know it though, right? I don't like 80s. Anything above 80, I don't like it. I like 70, 75. That's my cutoff. I don't like it any hotter than that. Especially when I'm trying to sleep. What else? I don't think there's anything else. Not much is going on. I'm just chilling and knitting. Knitting all the yarn. I'm still waiting for Knitpicks Felici. It's not yet in stock. If you see it, DM me on Instagram, please. Yeah. I think today I'm going to work on these socks from Stitching Plaza. Maybe my shawl. Because that's technically a scrappy project. Yeah. I really don't have any goals. I'd like to have at least one pair of socks done. I don't know if I can have those Star Wars socks done. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I might surprise myself. Alright, I'm just rambling. I guess I will end it here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do read them. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.